Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jimmy Foosball here with the HFL 2024 Week 11 recap. I'm starting this one a little later, so we're going to do a bit of a speed run for this week. Starting with our fantasy player of the week. Very surprising, Taysom Hill. 8 receptions, 50 yards, 7 attempts, 138 yards on the ground with 3 rushing touchdowns. Our kicker of the week, Chris Boswell, 6 for 6 field goals. The Steelers didn't put up 1 touchdown. Defense of the week, Houston defense. They got a touchdown, an interception, a fumble recovery, and only allowed 10 points. Going through our matchups for week 11, our first one is between the manager and Freddie Jones. David, top performers include McConkey, MVS, and the Denver defense. CJ Stroud, 257, 10.88 points. McConkey, 6 for 123, 16.3 points. MVS, 2 receptions, 87 yards, and a touchdown for 15.7. The Denver defense with 12 points. On the other side, the Daddy's Home Movement leader, JD, top performers, Brock Bowers, Boswell, and Jalen Hurts. Hurts with 221 and a rushing touchdown for 18.74. Brock Bowers, crazy game, 25.8 points, 13 receptions, 126 and a touchdown. And Boswell, kicker of the week with 6 field goals. David now has a 3-8 record. JD making the late push for the playoffs with a 5-6 record. And our second matchup of the week is the game of the week between Dwaddle Bob and Intimidation Infinite. I think he meant Dowdle Bob, but who cares? Speaking of Dowdle Bob, he is our team of the week with 168.06 points to Frank's 154.18 points. Top performers for Frank, Saquon, Justin Herbert, and Judy. Herbert, 297, 2 touchdowns, 24 points. Saquon, 146, 2 touchdowns, 33.8 points. Judy, 6 receptions, 142 and a touchdown for 24.2. On the other side, for the Commish, Joe Burrow, 30 points. Kyron Williams, 8 points. J.K. Dobbins, 18. Jamar Chase, 23. Amari Cooper, 6.5. Taysom Hill, Fantasy Player of the Week, 38 points. JSN, 17 points. Estime, 4 points. Detroit defense, 10 points. Cameron Dicker, 11.2 points. Very important game for Boston. He now has a 5-6 record, also trying to make a playoff push. Frank, not down and out yet, but he does have a 3-8 record. Our third game of Week 11 features our Duck of the Week. It's between Just My and Sosa Jeff. Just My being our Duck of the Week with 83.9 points. Sosa Jeff, his top performers are Nakua, Achane, and Swift. Lamar Jackson with 14 points. Achane 18.5. Swift 15.4. Puka with 22.8. On the other side, for our Duck, he starts Russell Wilson 6.3. Josh Jacobs 21.4. Brian Robinson Jr. 13.7. Justin Jefferson 11, Scary Terry 1.5, Dawson Knox 6, Cedric Tillman 6.2, Darnell Mooney 3.7, Rams D 9, and Romo with 5. I'm not talking about Tony. Cleary now has a 5-6 record. He's trying to get his act together to secure a spot for the playoffs. Zach 10-1, firmly secured with his first place in playoff clinch. Fourth matchup of the week is between Bamford Legend and Hairline Avengers. Fink getting the W 130-111. His top performers are Mixon, Jawan Jennings, and Brock Purdy. Purdy with 18.36 points. Mixon with 35.3. And Jawan Jennings with 20.1 points. On the other side for Gabe, his top performers, T. Higgins, Gibbs, and Geno Smith. Geno, 15.74 points. Jahmyr Gibbs with 18.8. T. Higgins with 26.3 points. Fink now has an 8-3 record. I believe a 99% chance of making the playoffs. Gabe with a 4-7 record. Our fifth matchup of the week is between Mr. Miami and Amon Boat. Amon Boat getting the W 103 to Joe's 93. Top performers for Joe are Bo Nix, Javonte Williams, Jordan Addison. Bo Nix popping off 29 points for him. Javonte Williams 16.7 points, and Addison with 13.6 points. For Lombardi, Jaden Daniels 13.44 points. James Cook 20 yards but 2 touchdowns for 17.2 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown 11 receptions, 161, 2 touchdowns for 34.2 points. And Christian Watson with 18 fantasy points. Joe now with a 3-8 record. Lombardi with a 7-4 record. And our sixth and final match of Week 11 is between Squidward Tortellini and Brees Company. JP getting the W 145 to 119. Top performers for JP include Josh Allen, David Montgomery, and Jamison Williams. Josh Allen, 23.98 fantasy points. Monty Mole, 23 fantasy points. And Jamison Williams with 21.6. On the other side for Mike, his top performers are Brees Hall, Cooper Kupp, and Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes with 15.84 points. Brees Hall, 27.6. Cooper Kupp with 26.6. JP now with a 7-4 record. Mike with a 6-5 record. Going over our parlay. Don't know what the legs were, but guess what? 3 out of 12 of them hit, so we are absolute dog shit. And here we have our standings. After week 11, Sosa Jeff secured, Bamford Legend almost secured, Tortellini and Lombardi sitting 7-4, Mike 6-5, JD 5-6, as well as Culver and Cleary. They're all pushing for their playoff spots. Gabe not out of it yet, and neither are Frankie, Joe, and David. However, the time is now. Sorry for the short but sweet recap this week. Like I said, we got a late start. I just want to thank everyone for watching yet again. It's been a pleasure. We're going to keep it rolling next week. I'm Jimmy Foosball, your host of the HFL Recap. Thank you all for watching. Peace.